Guys, welcome back to the Hot Takes of Wrestling podcast with Harley and Logan. I'm Logan, this is Harley with me. How we doing after Money in the Bank, Harley?
Some shit has been happening.
Yeah, there is a lot of things that I have questions about, and I think many of us have questions about. Um, as you know, last time you saw Money in the Bank, we had a review. There were some things, there were some decisions that they did that we're not on board with, but we're hoping that as time goes on, it works out just fine. So we're staying positive,
Yep,
but
we're staying
I,
positive.
I don't believe this is the downfall of WWE. But we'll see.
Nope.
It's
No,
it's
no,
it's
no.
very little. So
Nope. But before we get into anything super major, they announced the King and Queen of the Ring brackets.
yes, they did.
And as of right now, we already have some winners. So I'm going to run down the bracket real quick. And actually, I feel like let's throw out some early predictions of who's going to win King and Queen of the Ring.
Huh?
So as of right now, the bracket stands in the first round. It went Sami Zayn, Penta, Braun Breaker, and Dominic Mysterio, with Sami Zayn winning the first round.
I liked that. I
That's
actually wanted him to win.
That was for Raw. For SmackDown, Randy Orton, L.A. Knight, yeah.
Yeah.
Aleister Black and Carmelo Hayes, with Randy Orton winning, which honestly I thought L.A. Knight was going to win. And on for the SmackDown, for the other side, we got Cody Rhodes, Damian Priest, Andrade, and Shinsuke Nakamura, with Cody Rhodes winning.
Yes. Yeah.
And with the final men's first round match would be Sheamus, Rusev, Bronson Reed. And at first it was a mystery opponent, but they just announced that it's going to be Jey Uso competing in that, which will spoils of what we're going to talk about later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
So that's for the men.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it's either Jey Uso or Bronson Reed. One of those two.
Yeah, out of those two, I'm going to guess. But, okay, so moving on to the women's. We got, for the women's side, for the Raw side, we had Rhea Ripley, Kairi Sane, Liv Morgan, and Roxanne Perez, with Roxanne Perez moving on. For the SmackDown, we had Jade Cargill, Michin, Piper Niven, and Nia Jax, with Jade Cargill moving on. And then for the SmackDown side, on the other side of the bracket, we had Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Alba Fire, and Candice LeRae, with Alexa Bliss moving on. And then with the final match, the return of Asuka.
Yeah.
Stephanie Vaquer and Raquel Rodriguez, that's her name, and Ivy Nile for the final first round match, which honestly I think Stephanie Vaquer is going to move on.
I see Stephanie Vaquer.
So
yeah, I'm gonna go for her.
So those are the brackets as of right now, as of recording this podcast. But
yeah.
I want to know, Logan, who do you think is going to take it all the way? Let's start with the women's. As of right now,
so who's in the semifinals right now?
As of right now, the semifinals is Roxanne Perez versus Jade Cargill and Alexa Bliss, and
whoever wins
on Monday.
I feel like Jade Cargill could pull it off.
I think so too. Oof. For me, it's either Jade or fucking maybe Roxanne Perez. I feel like that would be pretty cool.
And that will start the downfall of Liv Morgan and her feud, maybe.
Yep, maybe. And then for the men's, me personally, this is kind of obvious, in my opinion.
I mean, you can say it because I'd probably agree with you.
I I think Cody Rhodes is gonna win.
Yeah, I I saw this coming. Like I said, I'm not. And this is just me personally. I don't hate Cody Rhodes. I like him. I'm just not on board with him getting the championship this early,
Yeah,
like this quick after losing.
I don't blame you.
But I do want to talk about it later because we're going to go back to this because I think I have a prediction of what could happen.
Right.
So, some
So,
stuff that happened. So.
but yeah. So that is, as of right now, the King and Queen brackets for Night of Champions in 2 weeks. And we also have another match that also got announced, which is probably going to be a big one.
Be sick. We'll talk about it.
So
I want to.
No, go ahead.
Because I wanted to start off with something that I've been thinking about.
All right.
Moving forward.
All right, go ahead.
So we all know that we thought R-Truth was released. Turns out he's not. Here's the catch, though. A lot of people thought that it was a work. We have been confirmed it was not a work, meaning it was not part of the story.
Yes.
He actually was released, but then within 72 hours, he actually got brought back because WWE heard our voices, or TKO, one of the two, heard our voices and brought him back.
Right.
So, and Monday, we had a pretty nice promo given by him. I remember everything that he said, but he's like, because of you, I'm still here. And he cuts off his hair.
Yes.
So my question is, where are they going with R-Truth? What direction is he going? Is he a heel, or is he going for the championship at some point?
Right now, everybody says people think that he cut his hair, he's a heel. No. I
don't think he's a heel.
Because as of right now, here's a counter question. Who is the biggest heel right now?
Cena is the biggest heel.
Exactly. So, and as of right now, we all know who the biggest babyface is Cody Rhodes. But based on what R-Truth has been happening on Raw and SmackDown, and we also got a confirm of what's going to happen next week.
Yep.
That R-Truth is not R-Truth anymore. He's Ron
Killings.
He's Ron Killings. So, and honestly, I like where this is going. I really
like, yeah. And I don't know where it's going. That's the thing, but I like
what
they're doing with him.
And you know what's crazy? R-Truth jumped John Cena twice.
In the same day,
same night.
Puts him in the mother freaking STF. That was sick.
That was banging. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. The first promo that John Cena did with Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, L.A. Night. Yeah. That was that was banger.
That was crazy.
And
sorry, go ahead.
It just makes me more excited for a little bit of Night of Champions, because we don't know what's going to happen with, as you don't know, we're getting John Cena versus CM Punk.
One last
time, which is actually kind of shocking that they're doing it at Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia, because CM Punk has been very vocal about his hatred of WWE and the partnership with Saudi Arabia.
Oh, I missed that, actually.
Yeah, it's a real thing. So I like what John Cena is doing, being like, you want the title, you're going to have to do it at a place that you don't want to wrestle in.
Night of Champions.
In Saudi Arabia. So, very, very good stuff. Love the promos that they both did on Raw and SmackDown. So, I am so excited for this.
Yeah. What was I going to say before? And then I let you finish. Oh yeah, just the whole promo on SmackDown with the four of them. Like, everyone was basically getting their shot at John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
And Randy Orton even said, He's like, and Cody Rhodes, you know I love you. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, but I will not hesitate to kick your butt to get my 15th title shot. I was like,
Yeah.
ooh. It's like, he
Yeah.
ain't playing. And then LA Knight, I can't remember what he said, but he comes out. He's like, let me talk to you.
Yeah.
Like, as much as you do not want to hear me talk, I'm going to come down to this ring. And he said, I'm going to get that title. So
Yeah.
I actually didn't think LA Knight was going to go for Cena.
It's gonna happen. So I'm very excited. And of course, Cena was like, "Yeah, fuck all that." Goes down the stage, and next thing you know, he gets jumped by R-Truth.
And I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
Yeah. So, but after the second time that he got jumped, John Cena was yelling at Nick Aldis. And then next thing you know, R-Truth was like, "I want a match with Cena next week." Nick Aldis was like, "Done."
You got it. You got it.
Which I am generally surprised, because throughout this entire retirement tour, he's actually wrestling on a SmackDown or a Raw.
Yeah.
Because like he
That's
said,
right. They've all been PLEs so far. Right?
he's only wrestled in PLEs, and he's only appeared to do promos. And that counts as his appearances. As of right now, and I think I could be butchering the number, we only have 17 more appearances of John Cena.
No.
And we are only halfway through the year.
Yeah.
So this is going to be quite interesting. Let's see. What else do we need to talk about?
Bailey's back.
Bailey is back. Bailey is back. And probably going after Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
So
I think a lot sooner than I expected, really.
Yeah, honestly. Oh shit, I forgot one crucial part. During Raw, during the John Cena and CM Punk promo, Seth Rollins comes out.
Oh, yes.
Because if you guys don't remember, he is Mr. Money in the Bank.
Right.
And all he
Go ahead.
does is lifts up the briefcase being like, you also got someone lingering in the background.
And this goes to my prediction that I wanted to get to earlier about. Because I think we all know it's going to be Cody Rhodes versus John Cena rematch at SummerSlam. Seth Rollins could cash in. And end up winning it.
Yeah, maybe.
Which I don't know if I'm okay with that yet. I got to see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
But part of me is like, I'm kind of like in between. It's like if I want it to happen or not. So.
Right. Yeah, I get that. So, like, I am still on the fence of Seth Rollins winning the Money in the Bank briefcase, but honestly, I have to see how this goes.
Yeah, I have to see it too.
Because I really don't know. Nikki Bella.
Nikki Bella comes back. Liv Morgan, freaking Eoc, comes out and confronts her. So.
And honestly, I think that's a future match for Evolution.
That's what I was thinking too. Because he comes out and announces Evolution.
Yeah.
And she's all like, "You didn't even mention me." She's like, "When I'm a champion." Like, I can't remember say, but they took shots at each other. I think it was like, I think she took a shot at John Cena or something like that, and then Nikki Bella took a shot at Dominic Mysterio. It was kind of funny, but
some good shit. Good shit. Oh man.
And we had a title change.
In my opinion, too soon.
It's too early, yes.
Way too soon.
Right.
But
I don't know if this is true, but I heard that they might do a street fight on SmackDown for it. I don't know if that was true though.
For the world title? Huh.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, Gunther finally had his rematch for the World Heavyweight title. And sadly, Jey Uso faded out and is no longer World Heavyweight Champion after 51 days.
It's too soon, man.
It
They've
was,
got to have him get a good run longer
yeah,
than that.
because we've had, ever since he's broken away from the bloodline and his brother, he's only had 2 singles titles that has not lasted long. When he won the IC title, he only had it for a week. When he won the World Heavyweight title, he only had it for maybe 2 months. Not if that. 51 days. That's like a month.
But something tells me that Gunther's not going to have it long this time.
But I've been hearing a rumor. Goldberg is rumored to be at Saturday night's main event.
Oh, I thought it was Monday, Raw.
He is also rumored for that, but he announced like a couple like months ago, like way back, that he is doing one more match. His final match will be in WWE. Now,
Freaking kick his ass, Goldberg.
Now, I don't know if you remember Gunther calling out Goldberg when he showed up in some PLE. I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah.
And so I think we might be getting that.
I hope Goldberg kicks his ass.
Me fucking too. Because
boy. Imagine it's like another Brock Lesnar and Goldberg match.
Oh my god.
Or lasted like a minute or something. I can't remember how long it lasted.
Oh my god, I remember that. That shit was crazy.
That was insane.
Oh man, bro. That was some crazy ass shit.
I think that's it for Raw, really.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, SmackDown was pretty fucking...
Oh, I was gonna say, I don't know why, but to me, this kind of felt like a Raw after Mania at some points.
Mm-hmm.
With cutting off his hair, with freaking Jey Uso losing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I liked it.
It gave you Raw after Mania vibes.
Yeah, it kind of did. I was like, this kind of feels like a Raw after Mania.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I agree. So, I mean, all the other stuff that I can see here is just pretty much like not really quite interesting. I mean, Naomi called out Tiffany Stratton, but nothing too crucial there.
And Tiffany was like, why don't you cast in right now? I was like, you think I'm an idiot? I'm gonna do it when you least expect it.
Yeah, that's smart. That is very, very smart. So
we had Jacob Fatu.
Oh yes.
Call out Solo Sikoa. I can't remember what he's saying. He's like, I can't remember what he was saying. But then Solo was like, I will forgive you if you say these 4 words. I love you, Sikoa. Like Solo.
I love you, Solo.
So where are they going? What direction are they going?
I think we might get a future match at some point. I'm not entirely sure, but we're gonna have to see. I do want to mention some great stuff. We also want to say thank you for all the support on all the shorts that we posted throughout the week.
Yeah, those shorts
for the previous episodes. So we appreciate that a lot. And honestly, this comment is a banger. 5.1, but the women was a 10. That's a banger comment right there.
I said that is true.
That's banger comment.
I like that comment.
That was a great comment.
Yeah.
But I just want to say thank you all for sticking out for this ride. The shorts have been doing great. The previous episode is as of right now our most viewed episode.
Yeah.
So
which is crazy. After that, it's our first episode ever.
yeah. So again, thank you guys. That's enough talk for that. Now, I don't know if you remember last week, we're going to read some comments because I don't know if you remember, Mania in Vegas is happening next year. And
Reddit, you mean Reddit?
we are going to do Reddit, and we're also going to read some shitty comments because when I saw a screenshot on Twitter that when they released the promotional video on YouTube for Mania in Vegas, man, that got a lot of dislikes.
More than likes, I assume.
Yep, more than likes. So, I feel like what we're going to do is we're going to... is this it? Yep, it is. All right. We're going to look at some comments. Because not a lot. And also, Logan, you can also look at some comments if you would like. But...
Reddit, you just go to reddit.com.
Well, I'm on Instagram for the hate for the if you go to the Vegas post on Instagram and go look at the comments.
Yeah.
I'll do the Reddit stuff. So, let's see here.
This is I saw a post that Logan Paul broke his leg when he did that moonsault.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
So he's probably out for a while.
Maybe, hopefully.
I'm gonna be nice this time and say I hope you have a quick recovery, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad you're off TV for a while. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, me too.
But I hope you have a speedy recovery. I do.
Yeah. Let's see here. I am looking. Keep looking.
I gotta find the post because they post a lot, dude.
Yeah, they post a lot.
Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Lovely.
For today's video,
WrestleMania 41, most successful in history, worst WrestleMania in history. I wouldn't say it's the worst.
For today's video,
That's okay.
Because I mean, I enjoyed it for the most part. Just me, but
All right. So I'm looking at the Reddit, and I think I'm gonna just spill out some questions that some of these Reddits say. And Logan, I got a question for you. Who is your favorite champion right now in WWE? Right now,
all the champions?
Out of all the champions.
John Cena, of course.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Besides,
I'm saying that now. I'm saying that now because Gunther is now the world championship.
Okay, besides John Cena, who?
Okay.
Okay, because that's like an obvious answer. I got a very different answer, but I want to hear yours first.
Besides John Cena, Jacob Fatu as United States.
I agree. Jacob Fatu is right now my favorite champion right now because honestly, I like when he does his.
I know his weird shake thing.
His weird ass shake.
Mm-hmm.
My God. All right. Okay, I don't understand about this whole Mr. Iguana thing.
Oh.
I know
He actually kind of looks like Gold Dust,
honestly, yeah.
He looks like Gold Dust, dude.
It's crazy. It's so freaking crazy how much. All right. Oh, here's a good one. In your opinion, this person said, and I'll give the person's answer, name an underrated female wrestler. And the person said Ivy Nile. Who do you think is underrated?
I mean, I feel like Ivy Nile is underrated, but I don't think she also really gets a lot of screen time.
Right.
So hard to say. It's me.
Yeah.
I'm not saying she's not underrated. Um,
Hmm. I have. Let's see. I'm trying to think who. Yeah. Okay, I got
I
one.
think Selena Vega is
Yeah,
underrated.
I was gonna say that too. Even though she is the women's United States champion, she is
Yeah,
really underrated.
yeah.
So I agree with you on that one.
I mean, there's a lot of them, but she's like one of them that I would say that she's pretty underrated.
Yeah, I agree. It's just, man, boy, seeing these posts of Jey Uso losing with his son on next to him is super sad. Holy hell.
Yeah, I, man, that's why I texted you on that. I said that's terrible, but I don't think you saw it at that point, so that's why I said never mind because I don't want to spoil it for you.
Right.
But after that match was over, I was like, that's terrible because I was so mad, dude. Like, are you freaking kidding me? Like they did it a second time.
Yeah.
So,
All
but
right. This
nobody wants Gunther as champion.
nobody
Nobody
wants
wants him as a champion.
nobody wants Gunther as a champion. He's just going to lose it right away. He's just going to lose it. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
But here's another good point that I'm seeing right now. This post says, "Man, what happened to the game we love?" And the picture is the ring mat, then blank. Ring mat now filled with ads. A table, blank. Then now Slim Jim table now.
Yeah, I heard they're adding logos to the table.
Turnbuckles, just the normal WWE logo. Then, now, 7-Eleven and Prime. Ladder, then, nothing. Now, Fireball ladder. My...
It doesn't really bother me.
Okay, to be honest, when WrestleMania 40 happened, the first time that they had the Prime logo in the center ring, honestly, it took me a minute to get used to. Don't get me wrong. But now it's starting to get a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because TKO is just like money this, money that, money this, money that. But you don't have to shove it down our throats. And I hate it. I hate it. So I just, man.
I mean, like I said, I don't mind it too much, but yeah, it's like they don't need to fill the ring with ads. You know.
Yeah.
What they should do is that they should do. I feel like every PLE or show represents like sponsors one thing. Just have like that one sponsor like be the sponsor for the night, and then like switch it to like the next one or whatever.
Right.
Just having all these sponsors. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that. Here's this comment, and I don't know if... I mean, I kind of agree. I also kind of agree. It's official. Triple H just hates LA Knight. Yeah.
I don't think he hates them. I just don't.
I think he's been in 2 back Money in the Bank ladder matches, and he was the favorite in all 3. What happens? Damian Priest wins the first one. Drew McIntyre wins the second one. Seth Rollins wins the third one. But don't get me wrong, he's gotten a championship opportunity.
Yeah.
But hasn't gotten anywhere.
But go ahead. I thought you were done.
Because I just want him to have a push. He needs a major push. And it pains me to see him lose the first round in the King and Queen of the Ring bracket. So
yeah. But I feel like all of this means that he's gonna get a push at some point. or he's gonna. I wouldn't say the face, but he's definitely gonna be a big, like, one of the faces in WWE pretty soon.
Yeah.
I think. If not this year, definitely next year.
I think if they play their cards right, I think LA Knight could be a perfect winner for next year's Royal Rumble.
I do too.
And I'm really, really crossing my fingers on that one. Because even though we're 6 months out for next year's Royal Rumble, I just think if they're not going to push him this year, maybe next year would be a good. But
Yeah.
honestly, we won't know who will be champion by then.
What do you think about CM Punk possibly winning?
I wouldn't be mad about that either.
I wouldn't either, because I think I like CM Punk. That's after LA Knight, it's CM Punk.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have to agree. CM Punk would be a second choice for that one.
Or Sami Zayn. Didn't you say Sami Zayn is a potential?
Yeah, Sami Zayn is yeah, maybe. Let's see. Let's see here. Man, just
I'm trying to find good comments too.
So the question on this one is, so who's going to beat Gunther this time? Goldberg. Goldberg's
so, yeah.
I think.
But then who's taking it from Goldberg?
That's also a really good question, but I honestly really don't know about that one.
Because if he's only doing one more match, I don't know if it's going to be a championship match. That'd be dumb.
Right.
That
is super. I don't know. That's the best part about wrestling. We could fucking fantasy book all we fucking want, and either we're gonna get what we want, or we're not gonna get what we're not gonna get what we want. It's really hit or miss. Let's see here. Anything else exciting in the world of professional wrestling?
What have I seen lately?
Man.
Do you think Rusev or Aleister Black would get a push at some point?
Probably for a mid-card title.
Probably, yeah.
Because that's what I'm seeing. I would say, who else? In your opinion, who do you think deserves a really big push?
Oh, LA Knight.
Yeah.
One of them.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn,
yeah.
CM Punk.
Well, CM Punk's already getting a really big push.
Yeah, kind of. But and then, well, okay, it's not CM Punk, and it's definitely R-Truth.
Oh,
definitely R-Truth.
100%. With how his character's going, it's I'm excited for R-Truth or Ron Killings.
Well, I saw it was Ron the Truth killing, something like that. So.
Yeah, I think that's cool. And I know, trust me, when I saw that the news of like everything was all coming into fruition of what happened with R-Truth, it's so crazy that one little mistake that TKO and WWE makes and the fans rip it up to shreds.
Yep.
Just to re-sign him like almost 2 days before. And then Triple H giving a bullshit answer. Like R-Truth's son reposted the clip of being like, it was all part of the story. He was like, stop the cap.
Yeah, I saw that. He's like, stop the cap.
So
he was released.
He was released. We can say that confidently. He was going to be out out the door.
Mhm.
But we spoke our opinions. We did not like that. And now we have our truth back, but in a different mindset.
Yeah, not comedic anymore, which I think is good. I think he needs a change.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that the comedic wasn't funny, but good, but
I
I'm
agree.
like,
There
let's
were,
change him to like something else.
yeah.
You know?
I think some of his comedic stuff was hilarious.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff is so funny. And man, we're getting so many PLEs, and
Yeah.
and honestly makes me excited for once the end of the year happens, because we're going to do a tier list on all
Mm-hmm.
of the events this year, from Royal Rumble to whatever December is.
Crown Jewel is usually November, right?
No. Crown Jewel is in they just announced Crown Jewel is going to be in Australia, and I can't remember when it's going to be.
I mean, as much as I don't really care about Crown Jewel,
Yeah. I really don't know. But I don't know. I'm very excited. So man, it just gets me excited. I just want the year to end so I can just do this, so we can do this tier list. But then
yeah,
but
getting excited, yeah.
yeah, but then there's going to be so many events.
I hope eventually they stop having these events so close to each other because it kind of gets exhausting at some point.
It really
Like,
does.
no joke, like right after WrestleMania, I think it was like,
It was like straight to Backlash.
it's like, oh, frick, they're already doing Backlash stuff.
And then
And then
after
right after Backlash, and then Backlash, and then Saturday Night, I literally think Saturday Night's main event was like 2 weeks or like it
Oh
felt like a
yeah.
week
Yeah.
only between.
And then right after Saturday night's main event, it was Money in the Bank.
Yeah. Now we have Night of Champions in 2 weeks. They need at least 3 weeks to set it up.
They're doing this
Or
because they need the money
no.
because that's why they're doing Vegas all over again. That's why they bailed out in New Orleans. Which honestly, and this is going to be going into a little bit of my personal life, my brother wants to convince me to go to Mania in Vegas.
Without me?
Yeah.
Oh, tell him to. If Harley goes, I'm going. No question.
Yeah. And so,
Bruh, I gotta go.
which honestly, if we end up going, we're going to film the whole experience.
Yeah.
It would be
That means
fantastic.
I've got a year.
A year
to,
and probably
save up
save like $1,000.
as much as I can.
But honestly, I really don't know if I want to spend almost a whole house mortgage to fucking go to Mania.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to be. I have to get a better job first to even think about going to a PLE. So
Yeah, I don't know. But it is what it is. Man, there ain't really much here to really talk about. We pretty much covered.
we covered everything.
Yeah.
Do we know July's PLE yet?
Here, let's look up the upcoming, not movies, upcoming PLEs. There we go. All right. 2025, 2026. All right.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm looking at stuff to kind of talk about. I'm not.
Yeah, it's all good. We're just looking. So we got, all right, we already, that happened. So we're getting Night of Champions in 2 weeks. And then they're taking over Atlanta, Georgia for NXT's Great American Bash, Saturday night's main event, and Evolution.
Oh.
And then NXT Heatwave, and then I believe after, as of right now, the major PLE after Night of Champions will be SummerSlam.
In July? Oh, no, so they won't do one in July.
In
It'll
August.
be Evolution.
So July will be Evolution. And then after SummerSlam, we're getting Clash in Paris, which is kind of exciting. And then Crown Jewel is going to be in October.
Oh.
In Australia. And then we're getting
November Survivor Series.
Yep, November Survivor Series. It only says Survivor Series San Diego, so I don't know if they're going to do the War Games. Which honestly, me personally, I like when they do the War Games matches.
I do. They actually are pretty cool.
So the War Games matches are really, really cool. And then after Survivor Series, we will go into December, which it doesn't say on this website, but they are going to do like a PLE-esque thing for John Cena's final match.
Yeah.
So
the question is still up there. Who's going to be his final opponent?
Yeah, because both of my fucking predictions are wrong, being like, oh, Randy Orton would be one, or CM Punk. And don't get me wrong, Cody Rhodes is going to get his rematch eventually, which is going to happen probably in SummerSlam. But
it has to be someone big. It can't be someone.
But I feel like it should be someone that deserves a big push. Like I wouldn't be mad if it would be LA Knight. Like if LA Knight beats John Cena on his final match, gives him that's pretty much being like, okay, yeah, you're the guy.
Now, I think you said this in Money in Bank, and I was like, why? Did you say that you want John Cena to lose his final match?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel
I'm kind of like, I don't know. It'd be cool if he wins because, I mean, whether he loses or not, he's gonna get a standing ovation.
Yes.
But I think if he wins, it'll be more. I feel like it'd be more emotional, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess we'll see. But
I agree, and it's just as of right now, there hasn't been a confirmed date, but the location will be in Boston.
Yeah, that's where it's from.
So, but we don't know what the event's called. I've been told that it could be called Ruthless Aggression, but that has not been confirmed or no date. And I believe the venue that they're trying to do is the TD Garden in Boston. But as of right now, we don't know. And we still got 6 more months. But crazy enough, we only have 17 appearances left.
It's going to be sad. It's not going to be... I don't think it's going to be easy for me to watch.
Nah, I know. I think...
It's going to be sad, dude.
Here, this is how I'm going to see it. Once we get to the point that we only have 10 more appearances, I think that's when it's going to hit.
Yeah.
For me. Because honestly, I've been kind of spacing out that being like, "Oh, John Cena's here and he's active." But in reality, it's his farewell tour.
Farewell tour.
And it's really sad to see. But here, I'm going to throw out a prediction. John Cena is going to lose the title. And then the next night, on whatever PLE that he loses it to, because I think he's going to lose it, because I don't think he's going to go into his last match as a heel.
No.
I think
I don't think so.
Think what he's going to do is like use the rest of his appearances to be like, "I'm sorry for being a dick."
Yeah.
I'm sorry for being a selfish asshole. You guys have got me through a blah, 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 blah. But it really doesn't answer the question of why is the final boss involved, blah, blah, blah. Dwayne The Rock Johnson can go fuck himself.
Oh yeah, but wait, did he actually say why he sold his soul this week? I feel like I think it was on SmackDown,
Did
or
he?
was it Raw? I feel like because he was talking about like, it's like I used that in an event like Cody Rhodes focused on the final
Oh,
boss. I used that as an advantage to
no,
get the
no.
title.
So what he was saying is he was one step ahead of everything.
Okay.
Example, Elimination Chamber. John Cena knew that CM Punk and Rollins were going to duke it out. So right when CM Punk was vulnerable, he took the advantage.
Mm-hmm.
The heel turn. Right when Cody Rhodes was focused on The Rock, John Cena took advantage.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the only two examples that I can really think about. But it still doesn't give us
So
an
I guess
answer.
not. I
Doesn't
thought I
really,
kind of just like the way, so that's why he did it, but I guess not.
it doesn't really give us an answer of why he did it. Probably will never know at this point.
Probably not. I did like how CM Punk said it's like at the Elimination Chamber, when you had me by my neck, you said I'm sorry.
Oh,
Like I can't
yeah.
remember. And then
Yeah.
when R-Truth had him in the STF on Friday, CM Punk was like, "I'm sorry."
The
Like I
truth
can't remember what he said.
hurts.
Yeah, the truth hurts. Walked away.
Yeah.
Like
So,
dang, bro.
honestly, and I would be generally shocked if it happens if for some reason CM Punk ends up winning at Night of Champions. But
It'd be crazy.
it would be crazy, but I don't think because I am still heavily on like SummerSlam is he's going to lose it. SummerSlam he is going to lose it.
I mean, shoot, Seth Rollins could cash in Night of Champions. I doubt it though.
I doubt it. But
Yeah.
I'm still on the fence that I think Seth Rollins is going to have a failed cash in. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I hope it's unsuccessful, bro.
But if the story's good enough, then I would be okay with a successful cash in. But if there has been no build up to the cash in, then I'm going to be like, that should have been a failed cash in.
As of right now, it should be failed. Yeah.
Yes, because as of right now, Seth Rollins was not the right winner to win Money in the Bank. L.A. Knight, should have won the match.
Which someone commented on our short about that. Let me read what it said. It was like Seth Rollins is a really bad wrestler. WWE needs to stop pushing this guy down our throats. Let LA Knight get his chance in the spotlight, or Penta. I agree with that one.
Yep.
Dude, I will accept Andrade, to be honest, but stop. Please just stop and get Rollins out of the company. I don't know if he needs to leave, but definitely.
Yes. They need to pump the brakes on Seth Rollins right now.
Yeah.
That I can agree with.
But LA Knight or Penta, I actually agree with that.
Yeah. Penta, I can see doing. I feel like next year is going to be Penta's year. That's what I feel like.
Yeah.
And then LA Knight.
I forgot this is his rookie year, actually.
Yeah. It's so crazy, but he delivers so good.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He is probably one of my favorite superstars right now. And
I need to get a Penta shirt that says Miedo. Miedo.
Yeah.
I don't know how you say it. But.
Yeah, you said it right. But, man, it's so good to be a wrestling fan.
And even after all the bad stuff they did at Money in the Bank, we still enjoy it.
We still enjoy it.
So it's not like, yeah. So we're still happy, but again, WrestleMania I just don't think Seth Rollins should have won. WrestleMania should be long stakes.
Yeah.
But we still are excited for what's coming.
Yeah. Especially for the John Cena retirement tour, too.
Yeah.
I'm still excited for it. But we're just going to see how it goes.
Other than that, I think that's everything. I don't have any more questions or.
Yeah, I don't have anything either.
Well, with that being said, guys, we appreciate you guys for watching this episode. Like we said, Night of Champions in 2 weeks. We will not be together watching that because that is time difference. We'll just watch that on our own and then talk about it in like an episode like this.
Mm-hmm.
So just be aware of that. And yeah, again, we appreciate you guys for all the shorts. Get a lot of good views on that. So
Yep.
we will continue to do those shorts. But yeah, this has been the Uptakes Wrestling Podcast with Harley and Logan. I'm Logan.
I'm Harley.
And we'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.